fresh. Oh my god, I got so extremely sunburned last weekend. It was kind of like the first really warm day in LA and really almost like summer feeling instead of spring feeling. And I literally sat on a rooftop for 2 hours. I obviously was wearing sunscreen on my face, but I totally forgot to put it on my chest. So I have like this really bad bikini, and honestly, it hurts. Whenever I'm laying in bed and Max wants to hug me, I'm like, no, it hurts. Yeah, welcome back to a new coffee talk video. So as you can see, this is not my apartment. They are very busy with my kitchen renovations at the moment, so I'm unable to sleep at home because it's just like super dusty. Jason and Jessie are out of town, they're in New York, so yeah, Max and I are staying here for the week. It's been like kind of chaotic because like all my clothes are there. My stuff is just like in my apartment, but then I'm also like hamstering stuff here, collecting it and like walking over. So I thought today would be kind of fun to talk about healthy habits, because I have really noticed, even though I'm like living in now a different space, I really stick to my routines and my healthy habits even here. And I kind of wanted to, I don't know, get some tips. Also, today's video is sponsored by Ritual, which I will show you guys later in the video. I'm going to do a quick little makeup, get ready for the day, and we will just start with a little coffee chat. My makeup station here right now.
Your makeup station?
Yeah, there's no good light there. Mwah. Babe, what is the English word for, like, let's say you do a task, you're not making it perfect, you're just like, whatever, you know, like letting it loose a little. What is the English word for that, the verb?
Complacency?
What?
Being complacent? I don't know.
Oh.
Lackadaisical.
What? That's the word?
A word. I don't know if that's the word.
My makeup is almost done. I'm just going to do my lips. This one is my go-to from Laura Mercier, color Hazelnut Tea. Yes. It's almost like the same color as my lip, but just a little darker. And then I just often just smudge it out a little. And done. Healthy habit now. I always immediately clean up. It took me 25 years, but it's a habit now. So I think it is like safe to say that some of my healthy habits I instilled in my life really like changed my life. I found so much more peace, consistency. I just practice like a better rhythm and like a better routine, and I actually get more stuff done when I really do, and I really feel better. It's a behavior that supports your mental or your physical states. And this can be anything. We all know, like, you have to drink water, you have to do physical activity, a well-balanced diet, meditate, give yourself self-love, community. But the main question is like, how do you actually do that? And that's really the hardest part about instilling healthy habits, I feel. So one of the first things obviously I do when I wake up is I always drink water, and I put a bottle next to my bed, which makes it so much easier. And this is also way easier if you want to instill healthy habits, is to change your environment to this. So the step to do something makes it easier. So by putting a bottle of water next to your bed, the first thing when you wake up, you can go grab it. Then I stretch every single morning. This has helped me so much. This is something I do for my body to really feel good, let everything go. And then obviously I make my morning matcha. I take all my vitamins, which have been also game changing. Oh yeah, by the way, I literally moved my little coffee and tea station, and exactly the same stuff in my cabinet. Here are all my vitamins and teas in the same position here in the kitchen as it was in mine. The reason why I kind of put this all together is when I walk downstairs the first thing in the morning, it just makes it easy. While I make matcha, I grab my vitamins and it becomes a habit. So yeah, for today's coffee talk, I actually wanted to try something new. Let me show you guys. I wanted to try this pistachio milk. I have actually not seen this anywhere yet. Okay, so obviously pistachio milk is made of pistachios. It's dairy free. It's a little nutty, a little sweet, and it's light on carbs and calories. But it does have a creamy flavor texture, which I think is very interesting because the only kind of plant-based milk which has this creaminess is either cashew or oat. So yeah, I'm excited to try out Dashi. I honestly don't really know if it's better with matcha or with coffee. So I think it would be kind of fun to try both and then see what works better. Let's start my morning. One of my healthy habits is making the morning matcha. This moment feels very meditative for me. While I sift, whisk, I take a couple of deep breaths and think about a positive intention for the day. It kind of gives me a fresh and energized start of the day. To add to this, I make sure to get my daily vitamins in with ritual. Taking extra care of my health and my vitamin intake is so important to me. I've been taking my rituals everywhere, even if I move apartments. I can get overwhelmed in health food stores, but I love that I get all the nutrients I need in only 2 capsules. The capsules are gently on the stomach with a slight mint flavor. They're also vegan, sugar, gluten and allergen free, so they suit everyone. Such an easy way to create a very healthy habit. So this is kind of how I set myself up to success, because I get my rituals literally at my door delivered. I don't have to think about it. If you want to try this out yourself, you can use this code on the Ritual website for 10% off the first 3 months. I would say go try it out. Let's start our pistachio milk matcha coffee contest. Wow, how foamy. 10 plus on the consistency. Alrighty. Moment of truth. The creaminess of this pistachio milk gets a 10 plus. It's unbelievable. I do need to mix it a little bit with my coffee. Let me just start with like describing pistachio milk first. It does have a very creamy flavor, a little nutty. Would I taste immediately pistachio? Maybe. I mean, I also really love pistachios. I think they're just so delicious, but wow. The way the foam is just incredible. A little more nutty than anything else, but let's start with matcha first. It's good. I have to say though, the pistachio milk in here is like, it's really strong. Like, it kind of overpowers the matcha, but it does taste really nice. It's like a 7.5. Okay. Now we're going to try coffee. I normally wouldn't say this, but the combination of the pistachio milk with the coffee is really freaking delicious. It's something like really new. I normally don't really drink coffee anymore because I substitute this for matcha, but the combination with the pistachio milk, I'm sorry matcha, I'm gonna go for coffee. Wow, really freaking good. Okay, Max just texted me. The inspector's in our apartment now to inspect kind of the new plumbing and stuff. So I think we should go take a look quickly. I'm gonna take my pistachio coffee. Oh my god, cross fingers are gonna prove everything, because this in the last 2 weeks, or week, has just been drama. Okay, let's go. Hello.
So a little update.
Yeah.
So they just need to do something with it. They need to change the plumbing, and then he has to change the way that he's rigged that up and to flip it, so that the Y comes in a different angle. So let's check it out. We just need to change this area right here to flip it, and then the vent will be very different. So that gives you a little idea of what we're going through here. But to be honest, this is going a lot faster than we expected. I told Sanne to expect like 3 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I expected 1 month in my head, so it's probably gonna be a month, a little more, 6 weeks. Wow, look at this foam. Alrighty, let's chat. Does this work? Yes, this works. Oh my god, I'm gonna make this more often. So yeah, how to create healthy habits. And I think when we ask ourselves this, we kind of need to think about also like how to get rid of bad habits first. Can't do everything at the same time, obviously, but I think number one tip would be to take really small steps. This doesn't need to happen overnight. To instill like several healthy habits at the same time is going to be almost impossible. So start small and really take it step by step. To get rid of an unhealthy habit, really think about what do you really get out of it when you're doing this. So for example, an unhealthy habit is you're maybe watching way too much TV. Ask yourself here, what are you getting out of it? Maybe it is relaxing, or maybe this is giving yourself downtime. It is helpful then in this situation to kind of find something what can substitute this, which gives the same outcome. So maybe instead of watching TV, find something what you can substitute this with, which is going to give you downtime. This might be doing yoga, might be reading a book, something else what benefits your mental or like physical state. Sometimes it's not only about the outcome, it can also be in the moment. My mom is actually a good example. She used to smoke, and she, I think, also really enjoyed the motion of kind of, you know, doing this, the heavy breathing. So maybe instead she started knitting in the evening when she was craving a cigarette to kind of just do something with her hands. If you're smoking and you really love the deep breathing, when you're quitting and you want to get a cigarette, you actually do some really deep breathing exercises because your body kind of does the same motion. So now let's focus on how to create healthy habits. So there's so many like different theories out there, honestly, about how long it takes to get healthy habits. Sometimes people say it takes like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or like a month. I honestly think this is really for any other person different. I feel like for me, it took like quite a while to actually be consistent, and step by step, gradually, I implemented every time a new thing. Number 1 was making my matcha. Number 2 was taking my vitamins. Number 3 was actually doing stretching. Number 4 was planning in the morning or looking over my planner, which was a really tough one for me because I would be like, oh, I will do that later, or check my email later, or whatever. Also, talking about planners, what sometimes can be very beneficial is actually tracking. This could be in a planner, in a journal, or maybe you do almost like a to-do list. And on this to-do list, you could be morning meditation, could be going for a little walk, getting some activity in there, eating enough veggies, so something like that. And just start very small. And sometimes when you do this tracking and you do this every day, the same thing, you kind of get consistent, and it almost becomes a little sport or challenge with yourself, right? You're like thinking it off. There's something about like putting a line through something and feeling you accomplish something. It just like feels really good. I'm actually like really curious what your healthy habits are and which one is the most important for you. Like, what is a healthy habit you cannot go without? I think for me, it's like the making matcha project. And it's not about like the drink or like whatever. It's really about the steps I do in the morning. And sometimes I tend to like not use the sifter. And then I'm like, no. Make this perfect. Make this good. Make good decisions right now so you make good decisions the rest of the day. That's almost like how it feels. So yeah, I'm actually really curious what your most beneficial, like healthy habit is and like how you created it. Let me know in the comments down below. I love reading all of those and I think it will be fun too to read from like one and another. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's coffee talk video. I love you very much and I will see you guys very soon. My next video is going to be kind of a vlog from my whole Italy trip, my cooking adventure, kind of shift of subject, which is going to be really fun. So don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for my next videos.